just so far from here, focused on my own way, with a never looking back to those who lived in fear.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We're here tonight here for the kick-ass beef jerky. Well, I'll tell you what, well, they're already out there rumbling around this place. Irwindale. Alright. Kind of, I guess this will be a short track. Is it a short track?
It's a short track. I think it's 3/4 of a mile, if I recall correctly.
I'm not really familiar with the Irwindale that much. Sorry about that, folks, but how y'all doing tonight? It's going to be interesting here with these guys, though. As you already see Tommy Ryan out front there on the pole. Sorry about the late start there, folks. I run-ins and whatnot. So, we'll have to see how well these trucks adapt to this track here. Like I say, I'm not anybody out there in the chat really familiar with the Irwindale a lot. I know some information on it. Maybe I'll look some up throughout the race here. I'm not, like I say, I don't think I've ever run this track here at on iRacing. Kind of unique for the trucks. Do they run them in real life? All right, so far so good. Everybody out here. Yeah, it should be. All right. What's everybody doing here tonight?
I'm doing good.
Doing good? All right, good deal. Got Tommy Ryan still. Everybody's gonna crack up single file here right fast. Oh, wait a minute. Kevin Brown's around. Actually slid just a little bit. Caution. It looked like you had much of a. What's up, Michael? Oh, for a clean race? Yeah, I mean it's a short track. It's probably, I think Trey Edson said it the best last week. It's probably going to be a one groove style track here, and you can already see it forming up top. Let's see what happened here. Kevin Brown, he's up top, kind of everybody's single file. You can see everybody knows the tail right there, though. And he goes on, he said, oh, truck in front of him, and it looks like he just tried to check up for the truck who was slid, and somebody else just kind of got in the back of him. Kind of one of them chain reaction deals. Actually got it straight, really no damage hardly there, but yeah, just that's going to happen here on a track like this. Everybody looks like they're going to be single file for a while, kind of just minding your own business. Next thing you know, boom, there you are, out of nowhere. Jeff will be up here with us here in a few. Well, he's up here right now. He'll be officially up. How's that?
Yeah. So, yeah, we got a bit of a late start here, and I was like, oh, I must have had it written down on my schedule wrong that I was supposed to be here. I guess I'll jump into an SK mod race. I haven't done one of those. And then as soon as we took the grid and started, like, sitting on pit road, I hear Joe pop in and go, hey, man, how's it going?
Yeah, just out of nowhere. So far, so good out here. See these guys, man, they're kind of just, I think they're filling the track out a little bit. You know, single file. Like I said, everybody's, you know, just trying to be patient the best they possibly can. Line them back up here. Let's go back green. Go.
Well, you have to keep in mind at a place like Irwindale, the outside is the strongest point, but you can actually dive it down to the bottom in 3 and 4, take it to the apron even, and get that run off. The problem is, if your truck's too loose, man, you are going to pay for it, and that thing will go right around on you, especially in a truck where you're putting down so much power.
It is, and like I say, you know, and I think, you know, Trey said it the best. Like I said, it's going to be probably hard to pass here, but probably what's going to see is probably everybody's going to get kind of single file. You'll see maybe, you know, a truck pass 1 or 2 here and there, but for the most part, I think track position is really going to be key later on. We'll have to see if a long green flag runs. Pace truck's in, going back green. Tommy Ryan's out front. But, you know, Trey said this track's really just a single groove style track, and we saw that Foreman. Oh, I tell you what, also what we see right here is 3 wide, Daniel Falkenham, Justin Fuller. Don't tell Justin, man, it's a single file track. He's gonna try to drive that thing down there in the grass.
Oh yeah, that's what you gotta do down in turns 3 and 4. You can take that thing all the way to the bottom. I've seen it done in a modified, but those have a lot more downforce and a lot more grip. So I don't know. I wouldn't pull that move in a truck if I were them.
And like what you just said, the difference of the modified there. I mean, you know, modified's planted to the ground. I associate it more of an open-wheeled style car, similar to what an Indy car would be, so forth, so on. And that's why you say that's where you get it has the more downforce, more planted on that than what these things would be. They're like a top heavy, big old truck, a lot of power on it. So definitely, I don't know, it's gonna be a handful, but what still Justin does here, he's still staying on the inside. Hanging on pretty good right now. He probably will. Probably will with the tires. Now my thing too is another with the tire limit. See how tire wear comes in a factor here.
That all depends on how hard you drive it. If you are fighting that car on corner exit and you're sliding those back tires, yeah, you're gonna tear right through them. We talked last week about how you have to take care of the right rear tire, especially for corner exit. Now you can heat it up and you can cool it back down, but if you heat it up and overuse it, man, it's going to be a long night until that next pit stop.
Absolutely. So here we go. Justin, he finally gets back in the line. I think it's pretty much just a given that you're going to have to kind of stay in line with this one. Everybody's kind of spread out. Let's go back here. Jose Gonzalez back here in 24th. See what Kevin Brown, he's still out there running back at 25th. Robert Gillenwater back there with him. Be Coleman and company. So everybody's kind of just spread out right now, kind of being patient. Joey there in 15th. Like I say, you got little battles here and there, you know, throughout the field. Everybody's single file, but you know, you might find a side-by-side battle here.
And if you are caught in a side-by-side battle, you better hope that you're the guy on the outside, because you can use that to your advantage. The advantage on the inside is turns 3 and 4. If you've got the downforce, you've got the power, and really you've got the bravery to take it all the way down to the apron, you can do it. And you can come off the corner, clear them, probably check them up, but pull it in a slide job fashion. But if you're up on that outside, the advantage there, you're carrying more speed around the track, and also the car's just going to feel more stable. You're not going to use up your stuff as much, and it's going to feel more comfortable up there.
Absolutely. Give me 1 second, folks, here. All right, here, folks. Let's see. We've got Thomas O'Leary. Like he's got a good battle going on here. Chad Coleman. Chad Coleman there. I think you'll see a 2-stop or 3 strategy. If it goes green, yeah. About 170. The tire limit's still there. Obviously the 4-tire, you know, deal. So with you on that one. All right, folks, we're here. Irwindale. All right, let's go back up. Nick Silver trying to work over like EJ O'Rourke. And again, I just look and, oh boy, Daniel Falkenham taps the wall a little bit. That's probably the way you're going to see guys pass here there, Jeff, is get up in the wall a little bit, kill that momentum. That's that word we like using. Scoot on by.
That's right, or waiting for someone else to make a mistake, but don't hold your breath. A lot of really talented drivers here.
Absolutely, and Daniel right now, oh boy, that truck kind of slid a little bit. Already getting loose. So it tells us right there, man, these things might be getting to be a handful. Things kind of wiggly on him. That's Daniel Falkenham. I mean, you know, hey, pretty good at these things.
He's a wheel man.
Going back a little bit right there. Got Chad Cole breathing down his back deck lid. A little damage on the right side where he hit the wall, unfortunately. Then you also got Thomas O'Leary's in the mix there too, so it's a good little 3-truck battle going on. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Good little race going on here for the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Truck Series. It's been all Tommy Ryan, man, out front so far. Northern Machine. But, seen this time and time again. Remember, Tommy dominated the other race the other week. And then pit strategy messed him up. Couldn't get back to the front. Remember, got to keep that in mind. Those pit stops with those tire limits. Wow. Yeah. So you're saying 85 versus 57. What, a yellow flag? Competition yellow? It was me. I don't know who spun. Not telling me who spun or anything, so.
Must be for debris.
Yeah, somebody threw a hot dog wrapper out on the track. Under caution though. All right. Slow it down just a little bit. Hey, look, and at the end of the corner there, folks. Here at the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Truck Series here tonight with Sim500. You know, check them out over our kickassbeefjerky.com. You like beef jerky? Enjoy it. I like it. Kind of good. Check it out. You can get 19% off. Promo code from Sim500. Right. Stuff. Telling you. Good stuff. Alright, under caution here. Nobody's made a pit yet, so they make the pit stops. What is it, 37? Interesting. Y'all think out there, y'all. Tommy's yet to come into pit, so they're making it a long time here. Long time. Line back up though. Get him going. See what we got. Tommy Ryan, like Trey Edson. Well, I tell you what, those two guys, they get close on the track. Old bar pad. Yeah, that's right. Somebody threw it out the window. So it seems like Tommy and Trey always end up together somehow. Track. Trey loves these short track races. All right, back green. Tommy's out. Trey way down low, but boy, I tell you what, up the middle, John Castro tried to make it 3 wide there for a minute. And that's kind of what you need to do. We haven't really talked much about it, but you really got to be, I'm going to say, aggressive on these restarts to get position that you can early on, because as the run goes on, like I say, it gets a single file, it's hard to pass. Now you see back here, Joey Woods, who's up to 12th. Bunch of trucks been side by side there in front of them. Chad Coleman and company. And down low, 19 machine there, Tyler Dalton. Again, 3 wide. Tyler makes that pass. Comes Brian Macklin. He's going to try to see if he can't make the pass. He does. So, yeah, you can already tell it seems like it's really, really crucial for these guys to make the pass early. Because if not, they understand the run goes on. Not going to happen. You can see they're taking chances early. Brian Macklin there. Boy, Macklin all the way up to 5th. Transon has fallen all the way back to 6th. Just like that. Trey, a little damage on the right side. That's falling off the pace. Actually, Brian and them, the reason they're coming through the field here is they actually pitted and took 4 tires. So did Tyler Dalton. Now we know. Tires are paying dividends for them. Brian's coming through the field here. Tommy's falling back to 2nd. Brian's up to 2nd. Tyler Dalton up to 1st now. Joey. So, about to be the top 3 guys who pitted. Took 4 tires, going to be 1, 2, and 3. That'd be Joey Woods, Brian Macklin, Tyler Dalton. I see those tires paying dividends for them. Lap 50 here. And, oh, we got a big one. Real big one. Big one in Irwindale. What it says here? Got Stencil involved. Got Stencil, Joey, Glenn Campbell, See what happened here. Riding with Scott. Well, if he's won it. I think he was just a victim of wrong place, wrong time. Oh, looks like the 10 lid got in the wall. Joey Katina got into him. Scott got into him. From there, it's kind of an accordion effect, and everybody just kind of stopped on the track. Too bad. At least they got slowed down. It wasn't going too fast because it was coming right out of a turn. So. All right, who pits and who don't? See here. Irwindale short track racing here tonight. Kick-ass beef jerky truck series. Boom. What we got? So looks like though, a couple guys gonna pit. Most are gonna stay out. So Tommy opted not to pit. All right. See. Pretty much been all what we've thought so far here. Kind of single file, you know, one groove, just like Trey said. Go. All right, get set to go green. Go. Back green. And out front. Tyler Dalton, Brian Macklin right there. Joey Woods and company. Look good so far. Tommy Bryan, Sean Castro. Everybody in the mix. All of them got off by like single file so far. You got to go back here to about Robert Haley and company. They're side by side back here dueling it out. And let's see, the 3 wide right there, Richard Beasley up top. Don't last long. Anytime they go 3 wide, usually just don't last that very long. They're just trying to make the pass. Nick Silver on the move. He pitted though, he's on new tires. See, what we're seeing now though, seeing the guys coming through the front really fast. More or less they're the ones who pitted now. Got a lot of guys who have yet to pit. You got to be careful though, because you get the 4 tires coming through the field too fast, you know, try and get in somebody. I got to think about this track though, it looks like it is wide enough. You should have a lot of room here. You know, you see them going 3 wide, but it looks like there's not really much danger of getting into each other, even though when they go 3 wide, because man, there's an awful lot of, you know, runoff, and it's like a very wide short style track, you know. Most short tracks aren't as wide as this one, but it actually looks fairly wide.
It's a wide track, but there's really not too much to work with aside from being out near the wall, you know. Tyler Dalton having himself a great run here. Brian Macklin back there in second, and then Joy Woods keeping pace in third, and it's about 2.5 seconds back to Justin Fuller. It's quite the gap there. That's going to be hard to overcome for Fuller. He needs caution.
Yeah, it is. I mean, have to see. And obviously, we've had a few, you know, cautions here and there, but everything's kind of, you know, like you just said. Even though I'm noticing the track being wide, you know, where they can go 3 wide, 2 wide here, but for the most part, that single groove up top is where you want to be. So yeah, you might see the passes down low, you might see the guys dive it down there, but yeah, everybody's pretty much stuck up on that wall. Got Daniel Falkenham back there in 10th. Timothy Johnson right there in 11th. Ray Edson in 12th. Got Coleman. Chad trying to work over old Trey. I was asking before, everybody knows, I guess I could look it up. Do they race here in real life?
The trucks, no, but I do believe other series race here. I think it's like a local track.
Well, Irwindale Speedway, obviously California, Irwindale. Go figure. Look it up here and see. All right,
It opened, it's actually a fairly new track. Wow, 1999. I mean, new as opposed to what a lot of other tracks are. It's paved half and a 1/3 mile oval and a 1/8 mile drag strip. Okay. Alright. Gonna confuse everybody. The ARCA series runs here, though. The Wheeling Modifieds run here. So at least the NASCAR series does. I mean, you know, like I said, the trucks don't, but the ARCA does. Well, it does say they did have a Camping World West series. Quite sure what that was. Uh-oh. Pit stops. Under caution. Thomas O'Leary. Thomas O'Leary. They're looking up info on the track. Pay attention. See what we got. Thomas O'Leary, see what happened to him here. Kind of by himself. Most of the night we've seen guys kind of react to other drivers in front, you know, and stuff. And looks like Rick got a little loose. He went to go pass. Pretty wide there. Oh, pushed up the track, got into another truck. Slid and didn't hit anything, so good. That brings everybody in pit road. Everybody pitting. What that tells us, they might be able to make it on, might be able to go the whole distance. Right?
It's possible.
Yeah. Huh. All right, this is a half-mile oval track. That's the Toyota All-Star Showdown event. Be the K&N Pro Series. Wheeling All-Star, Wheeling All-Americans. It was also the home of the Turkey Night Grand Prix. Thanksgiving midget race. A bunch of turkeys running around in a circle. Green flag, we're back racing.
Brian Macklin with a great start there. Kind of sort of spun the tires, but was able to hold on to it. But tell me, Ryan had a little bit of trouble getting that car into gear, and now Macklin's going to run away.
Yeah, right there you see, and Justin Fuller, we're going to count him out. He's up high right there with Doey Woods. You got Ryan Howard and company side by side. Oh, they're already beating and banging back here around about 12th place spot, and they're wrecking. We got a truck upside down. That's Doey Woods.
That's not good. You never want to hear truck upside down.
Now, go back and watch again, see what happened. He was up front, paddling. Watch it, saw him flipping upside down on his lid. That's what you kind of have to do here on these restarts. Gotta be aggressive on them. And him and Justin Fuller there trading a little paint. He got a little sideways, but oh, then he got a little, went up too far. Next thing you know, that thing just toppled over. Bam, bam. Came back on his wheels. Ooh, Tommy Ryan, boy, almost got involved in that. Close. All right, why don't you take us back to our history lesson? They have a Guinness Book of World Record. That's kind of cool because it's something I like. In 2003, the Guinness Book of World Record listed the fastest ever top speed of a radio controlled at 111 mile an hour. That's cool. I like radio controlled cars. So they set that thing at 111 mile an hour around this place.
Jeez. Wow. That's faster than most cars on the highway.
No. Oh, they got them little cars that'll go. Not much. It says here that running a bi-weekly schedules. A lot of info there. The little track though. Irwindale. Under caution here. Gas beef jerky. Truck series. For the most part, these guys have had some good ones. Had some good, you know, long green flag runs. Had a few cautions here and there. Typical short track, you know. Especially with a place like this, really hard to pass. And in one groove, you know, where you got to be kind of aggressive on the starts.
Yeah, and you really want to control the restarts here. So if you're Brian Macklin, the advantage there is you can jump just like he did there and allow Justin Fuller to even pull up to him. Fuller now clear the 19 of Dolan. He's going to slide into second, but Dolan might have run on the outside. No, has to check up. Now here comes Fuller to the inside of Macklin. I don't think he's going to be able to get there, but he's going to do everything he can to try.
And Justin on a little bit lot newer tires than what Brian is, so he should have the advantage here going into the turn. Yep, down low.
The inside line is not where you want to be here, but he can make it work with those newer tires. He's at the quarter panel. Let's see now. They're going to be dead even in the center of the corner, but the outside line will prevail on the front stretch. He carries more speed up there, but Fuller, the shorter distance around, he needs Macklin to make a little bit of a mistake here, but he's not going to get it. He slides in behind.
It does. Tried for the pass there. Now, the one thing that we have seen, and normally we talk about, you know, track position, et cetera. Yep, that's a mistake. We talk about track position and so forth. Well, he made a mistake, but then Justin couldn't capitalize, and you saw the truck slide. I think tires are going to be more important here later on. If you've got a newer set of tires, it's going to really help you. But I'll tell you what, they got a scuffle going on around 5th, 6th, and 7th place spot.
Oh yeah, big scrum back there, but still up here for the lead. Justin Fuller doing everything he can to get around Brian Macklin. Macklin made a mistake. He got a little bit loose, and Fuller couldn't capitalize. His eyes were too big for his stomach there, and he tried to bite off more than he could chew, and he got down too far low and got loose himself. Now caution is out.
Stencil. It was around about that 5th place spot we were watching there, and you just saw Scott Stencil just looped around. Luckily, he was in the middle there and did not hit anybody. Good, I guess kind of a good spin, bad spin.
Just the tiniest touch from Tommy Ryan sent him around. 44 got involved, the 14 took a hit. Now what you want to see.
Now.
That's exactly what Brian Macklin wanted to see, though. Got the Justin Fuller machine off his tail.
Absolutely. So, Irwindale here tonight. Run these guys. Man out front, Brian Macklin. Loving it. I think as the run goes on, I think it still really favors tires here tonight. Other than
You're right. Tires are going to be huge here. It's going to be more important than anything, and really, it's all about taking care of those tires. Like I said earlier, if you're getting loose on exit, you're overdriving it, you're pushing the car farther than it needs to go, you're going to heat up that right rear tire. And the hotter a right rear tire gets, the looser it gets. Now, how do you heat up a right rear tire? Well, you get loose on corner exit. So, you get loose, it slides the tire, creates friction, heats the tire up. When the tire heats up, the looser you get. The looser you get, the more you heat up the tire. It's an endless cycle, and it just gets worse and worse and worse until you finally take a step back it down, and cool the tire off, and then you can start pushing again.
Yep, absolutely. So, gonna get set to go back here green. Ryan Macklin, man up front. Justin Fuller there in second. Timothy Johnson up in third. We got old Tyler Dalton there in fourth. Definitely appreciate y'all tuning in out there. Get a like and a share. And I always say, well, if you don't like what you see, hit the thumbs down button. You can hit it too. We appreciate you coming by hating either way.
But don't do.
Alright. Whatever. Yeah.
It is what it is.
I used to, Tim always used to be like, man, Joe, what are you talking about, man? I mean, look, they want to take their time out of their day. I still appreciate them taking their time, have me and their thoughts enough to do that. I appreciate it. Green flag, we're back racing. Brian Macklin out front. Justin Fuller there in second. Timothy Johnson, and we're going to see. Remember, Justin, he got away from him. This time, Timothy Johnson's going to give him a hard time. They're 3 wide for the lead.
Oh, yes, he is. Now, Brian Macklin all the way up by the wall, going to carry the most speed on corner exit. But Fuller's there, and Fuller's aggressive. He wants that spot, and he's going to get it. With the slide job move, comes up in front of Macklin. Macklin has to check up, opens it over Timothy Johnson. That's a name we haven't mentioned all season. He gets there. He gets into Fuller almost. They are side by side. Fuller up on the outside has the advantage, and coming to the line, he's got it by an inch.
Yeah, and this is what you got to do early on. You got to try to get everything you can, ground and pound out there. I mean, because you know as that run goes on, these trucks don't. But look at that trade sheet metal up front. Timothy Johnson and Justin Fuller door to door.
Where did Daniel Falkingham come from? He's up there in 5th.
Out of nowhere. Yellow flag out, and guess who got
Johnson
the lead?
has the lead.
Yeah, EJ O'Rourke around. Oh, EJ, not tonight. He won it. Let's go back and watch, see what happened. He's in a pack
Tommy
back
Ryan.
here.
Tommy Ryan flipped.
Yep, Tommy's involved.
Oh. Yeah, get an ambulance for Tommy Ryan.
An ambulance for him. A lot of checkup has to happen right there. We're watching here on the replay. And Trey, and oh, he just caught that inside groove and just slammed it. It's kind of like an opening to the track and destroyed the truck. Wow, one of the top guys, and that's just the dangers of being in the back of the pack back there. You know, you just never know. And that's another thing with these tires and the pit strategies. You know, he had only pitted one time tonight. And this one pit stop, though, here's the thing. It was awful long. It was 42 seconds total. He must have had trouble on pit road. Well, my bad. Everybody else was about 40. Must be a slow pit, or slow pit lane. My bad. But it marred him back in traffic.
Pit road speed here is very slow, only 35 miles an hour, and it goes from turn 4 to turn 1.
Okay, that makes sense then. I was looking at all the other ones. I didn't think the other ones there were bad, but it marred him back in traffic either way with that one pit stop. And then you know what I know, once you get back there in traffic, and these restarts here, you know, you've got to try to get everything you can early. Really just how it is. You've got to try to get everything you can. Kind of one of these tracks to produce that.
There were actually 2 separate wrecks that occurred right there. There was a wreck, actually, if you can get an onboard with Robert Harley, he had a pretty good view of everything. Robert Harley in the 3-4 car.
On the nose of it right here when it was deep. He sees them in front right there. You can already see just riding with him, you know, difference in, oh yeah, he got in the back of Joey Katina. Actually, that's what helped him out. I think if he wouldn't have got in the back of Joey Katina and Joey and them just kind of, you know, difference, blowing up and whatnot. Probably would have, he probably would have been running up in there, so. Back green. Look at old Daniel Falkenham battling with old Brian Macklin right there. The thing about this too here, Jeff, is you've got guys on multiple sets of tires. Like Brian Macklin, he pitted at lap 39. Timothy Johnson pitted at lap 69. Justin Fuller at 52. Tyler Dalton up there pitted at 39. Daniel Falkenham pitted at 69. So you've got multiple sets of different tires here. And like I said before, it really looks that tire wear is going to be the king here, you know, not so much track position. You usually with a single file track like this, track position favors, but tires right now, I think they're so important.
I agree, and case in point, Timothy Johnson has over a second lead over Justin Fuller, Daniel Falkenham, Brian Macklin. Man, he is really just out there in a league of his own. He's just cruising right now. He's on a Sunday drive on a Wednesday night, the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Truck Series. 104 laps in, he's just cruising.
Absolutely, and right there, Daniel Falkenham's going to work over the second place man, Justin Fuller. See just how much, and Joey Katina. Not the night he has. He's blinking back there. Back up here and watch this battle for second. Daniel's going to try to work over old Justin. And the one thing about here with being so close to each other too, you can lean on each other, have a little trading paint, trading some sheet metal and metal there. And side by side. Oh, they are still door to door. Now, this benefits old Tim. Tim's loving it. I think Daniel got him that time because Justin, well, you want to talk about a slide job? There's a slide job. That was a crossover right there. That brought Chad Coleman in the mix. Wow, that was a good move.
Ooh, they are battling back there, but I'll tell you what, the more they battle back there, the more Timothy Johnson pulls away. That last lap, a 19.427. You go back to Justin Fuller, actually a 19.408, so not too bad. But they're keeping pace with him. And now that they're sort of single file, they're keeping pace with Timothy Johnson. They're not catching him. They're not running him down. They're barely keeping pace with him.
Yeah.
So that's and here comes Falkenham. He's going to go to the inside of Fuller. The more they battle, the more they're going to slow down. They just lost a 10 because they started battling to Timothy Johnson.
And that's the thing. I mean, you know, he's loving it. You know, it benefits kind of being single file here, but Daniel knows, well, he's got to get there. Look at these trucks. Oh, they're already looking like a handful so far. Chad Coleman in the mix right there, too. I mean, this place here's, you know, I'm going to say it kind of plays in the favor of a guy like Justin Fuller. You got to be a little aggressive, wide open on it. Daniel Falkenham's loving it. You don't like kind of playing on the edge a little bit. Yeah, you're going to be on the edge most of the race then. So far, so good. Timothy Johnson and Daniel falling back now. Chad Coleman's going to get around him.
Timothy Johnson has pulled another second on Justin Fuller. Justin Fuller has a little bit of breathing room with Chad Coleman, but man, not much at all. Is Coleman now there? He's got a good run going into the corner. Fuller's just trying to hold on to second place. Again, the more they battle, the more Timothy Johnson pulls away, and I think he's looking at his rearview mirror going, heck yeah, this is great. Their last lap, a 19.9. His last, a 19.76. He is just cruising right now. He's really pulling away, and I'm sure he's watching the times and going, keep it up, boys, keep battling, and man, everyone just keep it clean.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the key word right there. Keep it clean. If he can take this thing all the way with no caution, and definitely doable here on the track like it is. But he would love it because if anybody don't want to see a caution, would be him. Maybe Justin and them probably would. Right now, kind of spread out a little bit throughout the field. Still battle for second. Chad Coleman's there, just trying. Probably one of the best battles right here on the track, and Daniel Falkenham back into us. Every time we get up there, you think he's out of the picture. Back on it again.
He is. Chad Coleman now clear of Justin Fuller. That opens the door for Daniel Falkenham to take a crack at it. Let's see what he's got. Now, not really enough to get there. I think Justin Fuller's going to hang on the outside.
That is good racing, man, throughout this field. Love it right now. We're riding here with Justin. Now falling back to single file. Back here to Nick Silver. Back here in 7th. Jose Gonzalez would have bounced back by him. Was way back there in the back earlier in the race. He's up to 8th now. That's a good bounce back there for old Jose. Robert Haley. Nice on Castro there in 10th. Close part. He's just kind of being patient. Redson moving up. He's this battle in front of him here with old Daniel Falkenham and Justin Fuller, who have just been going at it for the past, 20 laps or so.
That they have, and I'll tell you what, one name that we sort of talked about all the time towards the beginning of the season, Jose Gonzalez. That man, he just can't qualify for the life of him. But at the end of the race, he's always there. So now, 24th all the way to 8th, Robert Harley, 27th to 9th. These two guys are moving their way up through the field.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jose there at one point was way back in about 20-some position, like you said. So up there, 8th place spot, good run. And another good bounce back, man. Got caught up in a wreck early on there. Kevin Brown, he's back up to 17th, so slowly but surely trying to move his way back up front. Just not very happy with the truck right now, which we are getting to the point here. When do we start seeing green flag stops? Most of these guys pitted on lap 69. So, what, roughly 60 laps into the run now?
Just about, yeah.
So, I'd say...
Edson's there. Justin Fuller gets loose. Edson is there. What a great battle. Edson's going to get clear on the inside over Fuller.
Yeah, it just seems like they go single file, and the next thing you know, they're there, but you can see Justin Fuller fighting with that truck already, and That tells me is them tires, already loosening up on them. So, with that said, they've been out there a little over 60 laps. The top 4 guys have. Actually, Justin's been out there longer. He pitted at lap 52, so, whew. Been out there.
Starting to show.
Yeah.
He's really falling back.
I think we'll see him on pit road here soon. Maybe within the next 5-10 laps. And then that should set him up pretty much to go to the end.
That it should. Now Timothy Johnson, though, still out front, 3.5 second lead. He's just cruising. But Chad Coleman is running him down. A 20.22 for Timothy Johnson. For Chad Coleman, a 20.08. He's quicker, running down. But does he have enough time to get up to him? The math says if he keeps up this pace, yes, he'll be right at that back bumper towards the end. But being fast enough to catch someone is not the same as being fast enough to pass them. Also, keep this in mind. He has to keep up that 10th a lap quicker pace for the next roughly 40 laps, 35 laps. That's tough to do.
Now, we know in the series here that fuel-wise, they could run it the rest of the way. It's the tires that we're really looking at here. Do they got enough tire? Because, never mind, yellow flag's out. Everybody's going to pit now. Well, I tell you what, who benefits on this one? Justin Fuller. Richard Beasley involved here. See what happened. Well, that truck's all kind of loose.
Chad Coleman comes to pit road.
Yeah, everybody I think is going to come to pit road. So this should be the final stop here tonight. Put your 4 tires and fuel in and go. Timothy Johnson, like he's going to win about all pit road. All right, so now it's going to get interesting now. You know, you got your tires, you know, you got what you needed. Everybody's on the same set here. And we talk about it too, because you can already look like Timothy, Chad, most of the guys, the top 8 guys, for the most part, they've only pitted twice. So it tells you how much of how far they can go. Fuel wise, tire wise. So if there's a quick caution, obviously you still got a you know, another set of tires back. If we have any big losers here on this one. Most everybody came back out. Green flag, we're back at it. Well, Timothy Johnson, he says he ain't gonna waste no time. He gotta get away from that fuel.
Chad Coleman. Oh, Justin Fuller gets into Falkingham. They both get into the wall. Fuller's around.
Oh, good spin. I don't think he hit anything. Well, I'll tell you what, that's a good diversion by everybody there, but that's just kind of these restarts here. I mean, you gotta go. Yeah, right, Michael. It's going to be all about the restarts. and the cautions here from this point on. The reason being is these guys totally understand, and Jeff, they totally understand that if it goes long green flag from here on out, it's going to become a one groove track. And from that point on, it's going to be very hard to pass. And obviously we saw what Tim was able to do. They're going to have to be aggressive on these restarts, unfortunately. And it's the product of, we all like that word, short track race. Trey Edson up to second. What do you think they need to do here on these relay starts?
I think you need to get up to the outside. And I think if you're Timothy Johnson, you need to jump the start at a different spot every time. The advantage of being the leader is you get to play these mind games. You know how good of a driver Trey Edson is. You know how much he wants to win. He's finished second a bunch this season. He's won this season, but he wants more. He wants more wins. He deserves more wins. He thinks he's going to earn more wins. And that is, when you're out there, you're the leader, that's the last kind of person you want sitting in second place. You want someone sitting in second that's going, yeah, I'm happy right here. You don't want someone that's going, I can get this win and I'm going to do it. So what do? On the start, every time you jump in a different place. Maybe the first time you wait a little bit, then you go. Or you jump early on for the first one, and then you get a quick restart. On the second one, they're expecting you to jump early again. You wait and then you go. You catch them on the back foot. You wait until you hear them rev up a little bit, and then you hit the gas. Now, maybe I'm just a jerk. Maybe I just like playing mind games, but,
gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly, and that's how I've done really well in the modifieds doing that. If you're the leader, man, you've got that control of the restart, man, you have to take full advantage of it. Because that's one of the biggest advantages you have. And if you're just going to throw it away, you are throwing away a chance at getting clear of the guy for no reason.
Yeah, there you go. So, like I said, there we go. Pace truck's in. Flag's about to fly. We'll see what Tim does this time. We got a good start that last time. Trey Edson's there along with him. Ryan Macklin up there. Chad Coleman and company. And there he goes. Yep. Another good jump. And he's going to clear Trey. Oh, Daniel Falkenham got pushed in the back a little bit. 3 wide back there. Another thing we haven't really talked about too much. Bump and run. That can come into play here too.
Absolutely, and that's one of my favorite moves to pull. Once you get the bump and run going, it is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Robert Haley. Early on, was watching him. He's up to 10th right there. You got Jeff Ryan, who that truck got awful tight, got up in the Nick Silver. Bounced off of him a little bit. That's some good racing going on back here. Justin trying to move his way back up to the field. He's up to 9th. Got time. Just be patient. Definitely got a fast truck to get it done. 21 to go here, though.
It's crunch time. These drivers need to get on it. You know Trey Edson's giving it everything he's got. He doesn't need tires anymore. He's got what he's got to make it to the end. He only needs to lead one lap, and that's the last one. Let's see what he's got for Timothy Johnson.
And right now I'm looking at the lap times. The problem is, though, he looking on to be about 3,000, 2,000s faster. And he's about dead even with old Timothy Johnson up there. So, and in that last lap, they were just locked dead even there, 75, 75. But what that kind of tells you is, I mean, you look at the top 4, they're all within 3,000s of each other, about 4,000s of each other. Just, it's frustrating to see the driver in front of you. You know he's right there, and you just can't reel him in. Try to do everything you can, and just won't come closer.
That's exactly right, and it's a very, very frustrating thing. I can tell you from experience, you are just giving it everything you've got, and the other guy, you need him to make a mistake, but you know he's not going to. You need just a little bit more, but it's just not there. You don't have an advantage of being out front, not worrying about it. You're checking your rearview mirror. You're making sure there's nobody getting a run on you. You're overdriving the exit a little bit. And that's what's going to hurt Trey Edson there.
That was 1,000ths different there between the times, a 98 to a 99. So you can see it in the 97 on Brian Macklin and 99 on Chad Coleman, and the yellow flag's out. Sure. Tell me who on this one. Anybody spin?
I did not.
Probably one of those glide style spins, and they got it going real quick. All right, well, this puts it up interesting here with 14 to go, because now Tim's got to be like, The other question is, do you pit?
No, track position is too important here, I think.
Yeah. At this point, it is, yeah. Maybe if we had about 30 laps or so, but 14, that's just, I'm with you, a little bit too short. Now, maybe if you're back in about the 15th spot, all right, got much to lose, you know. Probably, you know, maybe come in, because we have seen tires benefit.
I don't know. I think if you're out front, though, you're definitely staying. I mean, maybe if you're Randy Yoakum, you know, you're running last on the lead lap, Thomas O'Leary, one of those guys back there, and you've got an extra set, and there's, 13 laps left, yeah, you might as well come and use it. You're not going to lose any spots. But at the same time, if you don't have that extra set, well, then you're sort of just stuck out there.
Not sure, Michael. Well, sometimes, Jeff might be talking about the leader, and I might be looking at fourth place car or something.
Yeah, that's the disadvantage. Is I don't have a live view of what Joe is broadcasting.
That's what I'm trying to.
I'm watching one thing, and Joe's watching another.
That's why I try to point him on where sometimes I'm trying to at least looking at or something. That might be what you're referring to. Is sometimes it seems like off, but hey. For the most part, we're together, whatever. I always say, if a person in the booth couldn't follow me,
maybe you're not meant to be broadcasting.
Yeah, because
you're pretty easygoing, pretty laid back. You're here to enjoy the race and talk about it.
That's what I'm saying. Try to tell where we are, and etc. So. Anyway, back green.
You sort of let the dog walk in.
That's it. Absolutely. Timothy Johnson. Let's see, man. Trey Edson can get it. Well, Tim gets a good start, though.
Got a great start, and he must have been listening to me because he jumped right away there and got the advantage. Now up to the outside, there's Chad Coleman, who gets into the wall that allows Trey Edson to clear him almost. Almost wasn't able to do it, and now going to be the same thing again. That's Jeff Ryan up in the wall with the 10 car.
Oh, that one now. So let's go back on Jeff Ryan here and see what happened.
Oh, Ryan got into the 24, and then the 10 went around, and Jeff
like
went
a little
right to the 10.
checkup back there. Oh yeah, the 10. He spun his tire right. Like on that restart, he kind of got hit. He got going. Riding here with Jeff, like you said. Oh, got tagged a little bit by Scott Stencil, and then Richard Beasley got cleaned up from there in the tide ride.
Look at this. Justin Fuller up to 7th place. Jose Gonzalez is in 6th.
Those guys are moving, ain't they? Little Jose. Justin. I know Justin's got time. These cautions are helping out Justin Fuller, by the way. They're helping him because it's keeping the field close. If he could keep picking off a few cars here and there and get these, maybe get it down to a green-white checker, say it that way, he might be able to get back up there in top 3, maybe even battle for the win. Go. Could be for all the marbles here. Bumper trucks. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Michael. I mean, it's and it's really a product of, you know, it's not against any of these guys out here. This track just you know, brings about that kind of racing. Single groove, got to get what you can early. So got to get out there and do a little nudging on the guy in front of you.
These bumpers are meant for leaning. That's just what they'll do.
Pace trucks in. Let's see what Tim does this time. The last several ones, he's waiting a little bit this time. Oh yeah, he got a good jump. That was a good jump.
He timed it perfectly. Now Brian Macklin is to the outside of Trey Edson, but is he going to be able to get there?
That's what he wants.
Man, Edson, he gets lucky twice in a row. The guy on his outside getting onto the wall. 3 laps to go. Once they get to the line, Edson almost into the wall. He's cutting it close.
Look at Justin Fuller down low, 3 wide though. Justin knows it's go time. He's got to get it. Jose Gonzalez battling with Sean Castro. Boy, I tell you, man, they're leaning on each other out there, trading some paint.
Edson's closing. He could have something here.
He could. Last lap time, he was a lot faster than what he normally was there. But again, we've always seen it, catch and passing, 2 different things. And again, we haven't talked about it too much either. The restarts, they take a toll on the tires. White flag, won't matter what happens, they could kill each other. So can Timothy Johnson hold off Trey Edson, or is he gonna put the bumper to him? He gonna try it. I don't think the inside's gonna hold. Nope. Timothy Johnson's gonna win it here. Trey tried. Chad Coleman came home in 3rd. Oh, what a finish to that one. Good, clean, solid run there between those guys. Timothy Johnson pulling it off here tonight. Nice. That was a good run by them guys.
What a great race. Timothy Johnson earned that one.
He did. Guys up here, man, so we can get a word with them. All right, let's grab 3rd place man, Chad Coleman here. Let's get a word with him.
Hello again?
Chad, it's Jeff up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you sound awfully excited. It must be because you drove from 18th all the way to 3rd. How'd you manage to pull that off?
Honestly, I just searched around and found a line that, you know, kind of sort of worked. And we watched those guys pit early right there at the beginning of the race. And we seen, you know, how big tires could be. So we waited around, saved our first tire change a little later. And we made time doing that. And then right there at the end, Timmy got to a pretty good sized lead. But I had Doy, he was spotting for me once he got wrecked out right there. And it's telling me you catching him a 10th a lap, half a 10th a lap, 2/10 a lap every once in a while. I didn't need that caution right there at the end. We were coming. I had the groove I was running seemed to work. I don't know what happened with the track. I guess the track got hot on the very top. But once we got by Fuller and Daniel, we were rolling pretty good right there towards the end.
Yeah, you certainly were rolling well. So what more did you need there at the end to sort of run down Trey Edson and Timothy Johnson?
A longer run. I didn't have any speed in qualifying. I didn't have any speed first 5, 10, 15 laps of a run. When the tires started to go away, the groove I was running seemed to work a lot better than it did on fresh tires. and I just needed short run speed, and I couldn't find it, but it was good for a long run.
It certainly was. Who do you have to thank for this third place finish here tonight?
I got to thank, of course, all the admins at Sim500. Nick Silver, one that runs the Wednesday League. He did a pretty good job. I didn't have a lot of faith in the recent 4 tracks that we've ran, but we've had pretty fun racing on them. So it maybe changed my opinion of a couple of them. And got to thank Jason Byram and all the guys at Kick-Ass Beef Jerky, kickassbeefjerky.com. All those guys, great product. And thank Trey Edson, who finished right in front of me for the paint work he's done this year. All my stuff looks great.
That it does. You've done a great job out here tonight. Congratulations on that run. Congratulations on third place finish, and hopefully we'll be talking to you up in the booth next week.
Hope so. We're getting closer. Thanks, guys.
You bet. Have a good night.
There you go, Chad Coleman, putting it up there tonight. A good one on the run there. This guy here, though, he tried. Trey Edson coming home second.
Trey, it's Jeff up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man.
Man, if they gave trophies for second place, you'd have a room full of them here this season. What more did you need there at the end to run down Timothy?
Probably laps. I don't know his fuel and how much he had in the truck, but I didn't fill it up right there at the end, and it really helped the drive off. We had that, I wouldn't even call it a long run, but 10-lap run there after we pitted, and I felt like he was starting to lose a little drive off, and I was starting to find mine. And it kind of showed there on that little 3-lap shootout. I was able to drive in deeper than him and get good drive off there. So that track's tough to pass. This week and next week will be it's just tough, man. Tire advantage is about the only way you can get by somebody. Yeah, like you said, I think that's like my 5th, 2nd place, but I mean we're on a pretty good run there. It's like second, first, second, and then we were on a 3rd and a 1st before that, and then I had an internet issue at Daytona that dropped me on the server. So I mean, I'm there every week. That's kind of all you can ask for.
I'll tell you what, if second place is a bad night, you must be doing something right. So congratulations on that great run. Who do you have to thank for it?
Thank you, Joe, for putting on a good broadcast. I'll go back and watch it tomorrow and see if I did need.
Thank you to Joe. Okay.
But yeah, Jason Barham, Kick-Ass Beef Jerky, Joey Gattina, Sim500, Nick Silver, Sean Casto, the admins, teammates, Brian. I think I might have squeezed Brian there in the wall there at the restart. He didn't say anything. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but if he's got an issue, we'll be all right. He'll tell me. EJ, Fuller, Stenzel, they were kind of back and forth all night. I feel bad for EJ. I haven't went back and watched the replay, but the wreck with him and Tommy Ryan, I don't know if I squeezed them 3 wide or if Tommy got me in the right rear, but it just felt like I was getting hooked. And the next thing I know, I look up in the mirror and they're hitting the tire barrels and going crazy in the air. So I'll have to go back and look at that. EJ didn't need a bad night. He's on that chase bubble. But yeah, so we'll keep this summer shootout, I think is what it's called. We'll keep that going, and me, Falkingham, and now Tim will go to ORP next week to battle for a little extra cash.
Sounds like a plan. Congratulations on yet another top 3 finish here tonight. Seems like we're talking every week, but hey, that's not a bad thing here. Congrats on that run, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again next week.
All right, thanks, man. You have a good evening.
Yo, Trey Edson, I'm going to call him Mr. Consistency here in the league. I tell you, like you just said, second place after all those. I mean, the man's just always up there in the mix of it. Well, this guy pulled it off. Timothy, Joy in the booth, got a copy.
I got you.
Man, I tell you what, he paid off for you out there. Was you wanting to see those cautions at the end, or would you rather seen it go green?
I think I would have rather have seen it go green, but it ended up turning out with actually late cautions, because I definitely wasn't the fastest truck tonight, but I was able to hold the faster trucks off.
Oh, absolutely. Well, hey, a win's a win. You pulled it off here at Irwindale. Like I say, with this summer shootouts up here, it's just a wild style tracks. It's on. Was you kind of a little worried there when you saw old Trey coming?
Yeah, I did. I knew he was. He'd been hooked up pretty much all night, and he was a lot faster than I was on kind of newer tires on short runs. So I knew it was going to be a real chore to hold him off, but I appreciate him racing me clean.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, man, you pulled it off here tonight for the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Truck Series. Got anybody you want to thank for the win?
I want to thank Dizzy Motorsports with Nick and them, RS Customs, USAA, Kick-Ass Beef Jerky for sponsoring the series, Nick and Joey, all the admins for everything they do, and you guys for putting up a kick-ass broadcast every week.
I tell you what, it's always a pleasure, and it's fun to watch you guys out there, man. Good run tonight here on the short track here at Irwindale, and again, congratulations on that win there, Tim.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Go, Tim Johnson out there putting in victory lane. Well, I tell you what there, Jeff, man, what a wild one. Short track here, had some good green flags, tire strategy, a lot of bumping around. Final thoughts on it?
I love short track racing. We've been lucky and blessed to have some really great races these past few weeks, but man, I just love these short track races, and I think these drivers are enjoying it too.
Absolutely. Well, tell you what, we're going to leave here tonight, Irwindale. Hope everybody enjoyed it. For myself, the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Sim500 here tonight, everyone. Have a good night.